Hello, my name is Skip, and this is from the Fourth Row's review of The Drop. Now, The Drop takes place in New York City, and it has to do with this concept of these gangs, um, this Chechnyan gang, where I guess they do their collections, and they use these bars as their collection points. And Cousin Marv's bar is one of those drop bars. Now, Bob, played by Tom Hardy, is the bartender of the bar, and he's just kind of a normal guy going through life, and he just does his job until one night the bar gets robbed, and of course this opens the eyes of the Chechens, the mob that controls and took over Cousin Marv's bar, and they have to figure out who robbed the bar and what's going on. While this is going on, Bob's walking home from work one night and he hears a whining in a trash can in front of this woman's house. And there's a little pit bull dog in the garbage. And so he gets the woman, and her name is Nadia, and she's played by Naomi Rapace. You might remember her as the girl with the dragon tattoo from the Swedish versions. And she helps him kind of fix up this dog, and she's like, well, this is your dog now. And he's like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. I need some time to decide. Well, eventually he decides he does want to take the dog, and he calls the dog Rocco. And so that's a major theme in the movie. Is him and Nadia are kind of trying to she's trying to help him learn how to take care of a dog, and he's basically trying for the first time. He never had a dog before, so Rocco's a major character in the movie, and it's a little pit bull puppy. Now, back to Cousin Marv's bar. Now, Cousin Marv is played by James Gandolfini, and he's kind of a little bitter the fact that the Chechens took over his bar years before, and he acts tough, but we don't know if he is as tough as he acts really in a lot of ways. Now, this is kind of like a gritty crime thriller. You know, even though you have the subplot with the dog Rocco, you really have some crime elements here with this one guy who's trying to extort Bob for the dog for $10,000, and then he did or he didn't kill some other guy years before. But the whole movie basically transpires that bar, Marv's bar, is going to be the drop bar for the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not going to give away the entire movie, but I really enjoyed these performances by Tom Hardy, James Gandolfini. This is his last movie, by the way. If you didn't know that, this is the last movie James Gandolfini filmed before he died. And this movie is based on a Dennis Lehane novel. You know, we've seen a few of those, Mystic River, movies like that are Shutter Island, um, Gone, Baby Gone. Those are all Dennis Lehane novels turned into uh, movies. And so the aspect of this is it takes place in just a little small section of New York, and it's got a gritty feel to it. You can feel the grime and the grit of where they live. It's like it takes place in the winter, but I think Dennis Lehane really writes characters good, and I really liked how the direction of this movie was as well. Um, I'll tell you what, Tom Hardy, from his performance as Locke earlier this year and now this movie, he's had a good year in my opinion. I really like The Drop a lot. It doesn't have to be a bunch of explosions and a bunch of crazy stuff going on. You could have a really good character study kind of a movie, study these people and their lives and where they live and what their life is like, and still be a really good movie. And that's what The Drop is. So I'm going to give The Drop a see it. And this is Skip, and this has been my review of The Drop from the Fourth Row.